Salmon is one of the most popular fish on the planet, but did you know that most of it doesn't come from wild rivers? Instead, it's raised in massive fish farms where millions of salmon grow in giant ocean pens and high-tech tanks. These operations are so massive that they produce thousands of tons of fish each year to meet global demand, from sushi bars in Tokyo to supermarkets in New York. But how do these super farms work? How do they raise, feed, monitor, harvest, and process such enormous quantities of salmon while keeping every fish healthy and fresh? Get ready to dive into the high-tech, high-stakes world of industrial salmon farming and see exactly how the biggest fish farms on Earth pull it off. The journey starts in controlled hatcheries, the fish equivalent of nurseries. Here, breeders select the healthiest male and female salmon to produce strong offspring. The eggs are fertilized and carefully incubated in temperature-controlled trays. Every step is monitored using sensors and data to ensure the right oxygen levels, pH, and temperature. These hatcheries use clean, filtered fresh water and advanced biosecurity systems to prevent disease. The baby fish, called alevins, hatch and feed off their yolk sacs. As they grow into fry and then smolt, they're gradually introduced to saltwater conditions. It's a delicate process that mimics nature, but on a massive industrial scale. These hatchlings are the foundation of the entire operation. Quality here means healthy, fast-growing salmon later. Once the salmon reach the smolt stage, ready for saltwater, they're transferred from the hatchery to massive offshore pens. These sea cages are enormous, often the size of football fields, floating in fjords or coastal waters with strong tides. Each pen can hold up to 200,000 fish. The locations are carefully chosen for clean water, deep currents, and natural conditions that promote growth. Nets surround the pens to keep predators out and the salmon in. Underwater cameras, feeding sensors, and drones help monitor the fish 24/7. These sea cages simulate a natural environment, but in a controlled setup, allowing salmon to grow quickly while being closely tracked for health, size, and behavior. Feeding is one of the biggest challenges and costs in salmon farming. Each fish needs the right amount of nutrients to grow without wasting food or polluting the water. So, how do massive farms feed hundreds of thousands of salmon every day with high-tech feeding barges and underwater sensors? Pellets packed with protein, omega-3, and vitamins are blasted through long pipes into the pens. Cameras and sonar track the salmon's appetite, stopping feed as soon as the fish lose interest. This reduces waste and keeps the environment clean. Some farms even use AI to monitor feeding behavior and fish movement. It's a precise science that overfeeding can cause pollution, while underfeeding slows down growth. Salmon are vulnerable to diseases and parasites like sea lice. To prevent outbreaks, fish farms use a mix of vaccines, natural predators, and regular water checks. Before entering the sea, young salmon are vaccinated against common illnesses. In the ocean, farmers use wrasse and lumpfish, small fish that eat lice off the salmon. It's a natural and sustainable solution. Water is tested daily for temperature, oxygen, and bacteria. If problems arise, fish are moved or treated quickly. Some farms even use underwater robots and drones to inspect the pens and fish. Health is everything. Sick salmon can ruin entire batches and cost millions. That's why preventive care and constant monitoring are key. You can't physically check each fish when you have over 1 million swimming in open water. So farms use underwater cameras, sensors, and artificial intelligence to track salmon growth. These systems measure fish size, count feeding cycles, and detect unusual behavior. If fish start swimming differently or stop eating, alarms go off. Drones fly over the pens to inspect for holes or predators. Inside the pens, advanced sonar systems estimate biomass, how much the fish weigh in total. AI helps analyze the data to optimize feeding schedules, detect disease early, and reduce waste. This kind of digital farming helps salmon grow efficiently and safely, while keeping human intervention to a minimum. When the salmon are fully grown, usually after 18 to 24 months, it's harvest time. But this isn't a simple net and ship process. It's a high-speed operation with careful handling to keep the fish fresh and stress-free. Boats with specialized vacuum systems gently remove salmon from the pens and transfer them into tanks with chilled seawater. This calms the fish and preserves quality. At the shore, salmon are stunned humanely using electricity or percussion before being bled and cleaned. The whole process is done in minutes to reduce stress and maintain taste. Speed and precision matter here. A delay can affect freshness, color, and shelf life. It's all about preserving quality at scale. Once the salmon reach the processing plant, automation takes over. These facilities are huge, sterile, and packed with machinery designed to handle thousands of fish per hour. First, the salmon are weighed, gutted, and cleaned using high-pressure systems. Then, they move through filleting machines that slice with exact cuts. Bones are removed using X-ray guided tools. Fillets are then graded for color, fat content, and texture. Some are smoked or cured, others are frozen or vacuum sealed. The goal is consistency. Every fillet should look, taste, and feel the same. Human workers still play a role, but most of the work is automated for hygiene and speed. These plants run like clockwork. Fresh salmon spoils quickly, so timing and temperature are everything. After processing, the fillets are packed in vacuum-sealed trays or boxes filled with ice. They're immediately placed in refrigerated containers and sent off to global markets. This is called the cold chain, a temperature-controlled journey from farm to store. Some salmon go by air freight for maximum freshness. Others are shipped by sea in chilled containers. Temperature sensors monitor every step. If a package gets too warm, it's flagged and removed. This ensures top quality and safety for consumers. Within 48 to 72 hours of harvest, salmon can be on supermarket shelves in the US, Japan, or Europe, fresh, tasty, and ready to eat. Massive fish farms produce waste from uneaten food, fish waste, and cleaning byproducts. To protect the environment, farms use advanced systems to monitor and manage pollution. Pens are placed in areas with strong currents that disperse waste. Some farms use closed containment systems that capture waste and recycle water. Others install underwater nets that collect sludge for treatment. Dead fish are removed daily and processed into biofuel or animal feed. Water samples are taken constantly to ensure no harm to nearby ecosystems. Governments also regulate fish farms with strict environmental laws. The biggest companies follow sustainability certifications and eco-labels. Managing waste responsibly is crucial to the future of industrial salmon farming. As demand grows, fish farming is evolving fast. Some of the most advanced farms are now moving onto land. Using recirculating aquaculture systems, RAS, they raise salmon in giant indoor tanks with filtered, recycled water. These systems eliminate the risk of sea lice, pollution, and escape. Their completely controlled environments, water quality, lighting, feeding, and waste are all optimized. While expensive to build, RAS farms are gaining popularity in the US, Norway, and Asia. Some even run on renewable energy. This is the future of sustainable salmon farming. Cleaner, greener, and closer to urban markets. It's a big shift, but it shows how tech is transforming even the age-old practice of fish farming. From tiny hatcheries to high-tech processing plants, the world's largest salmon farms are engineering marvels, raising millions of fish with precision, care, and innovation. These operations meet global demand for healthy protein while striving for sustainability. Yes, challenges like waste, fish welfare, and antibiotic use remain, but the industry is evolving fast. With AI, robotics, and land-based systems, salmon farming is becoming smarter and greener every year. So the next time you enjoy a fillet or sushi roll, think of the journey it took and stay curious. Want to learn more about how your food is made? Dive deeper and explore the world of modern farming.